Welcome back, everybody. My name is Steve, and as you know, I do tech reviews. Well, I attempt to do tech reviews, but I have, as you know, we got a new TV. I did the review of that. Thank you so much for watching that. Today we are going to look at why I chose to kind of ditch the Sky, Sky Stream, Sky TV, and I've opted to go more on Now TV. Now, is it Now TV or is it not so Now TV? Why would I choose one over the other? I also would love to hear your comments on Sky Stream, Sky Q, and obviously Now TV, and what you think the differences are. So, without further ado, let's get into this. So we're going to start with Sky Q. Now, I've done quite a few videos on Sky Stream. Now, the thing that I love most about Sky Stream is it is a tiny little puck, even slimmer than Apple TV, that you can put anywhere in your house and you can move your TV wherever you want because it just connects either Wi-Fi or Ethernet. Now, obviously, with the Sky Q, you get the big box and you have the god-awful dish on the side of the wall. Now, some people don't mind that, some people don't care. Then you've got to run two massive coax cables into your living room or wherever the Sky is. And of course, you can have multi-room off that, which now connects over the Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, wherever it connects, and you can have that. Now, what are the advantages of having Sky Q? Okay, so the first advantage, and please, guys, hit me up in the comments. Tell me why you would prefer Sky Q over Sky Stream and Now TV. Now, one of the things that I can honestly say about Sky Q is obviously it's instant, okay? Because you've got the dish and you can browse all the channels, and the moment you click on a channel, it is there instantly. There it is with the preview at the top. I can click on that and there is the channel with a nice crisp 4K resolution, however you want it. We click on home, we go back to the home screen. The other upside to this is the recordings. Of course, you can record anything you want, entire series, and it will be there and you don't have to delete it. As far as I know, again, hit me up in the comments. To my knowledge, it will be there as much as you want it to be, and you can have loads and loads of recordings depending on the size of the Sky Q box that you have, and you can watch it to your heart's content. You cannot do that on Sky Stream, and you certainly cannot do that on Now TV. However, the way that they look at that is that you don't need to do that because it's sitting on the Sky servers, and you can watch it whenever you want. Now, the flip side of that is, what if Sky then remove that from the Sky servers? You can no longer watch it. So there's flips and roundabouts. But look, hit me up in the comments what your take on that is. Now, I don't really watch much live TV, hence one of the reasons why I've kind of come away from it. Second reason is it has become extremely expensive to have Sky. Now, I know they've kind of got you locked in because you have the Sky TV stream thing, the Sky Puck, you've got the Now TV. And if you have Sky Stream, I'm not sure on the Sky Stream, again, hit me with the comments, right? I'm not sure on the Sky Stream, but certainly with the Sky Q, you get the app Sky Go, which gives you a interface very similar to this. You can watch your sports, you can watch your movies, and you can watch Sky on the go. So, which I understand. And they won't put Sky Go as an app on TV, because then if they do that, and then what would be the point of Now TV? See, this is the bit where I get a little bit confused on where we're going with this. See, you've got Sky, you've got the big dish, you've got the coax cable, and here is Sky. I'm not going to delve too much into it, and it all works, and it's all pretty, and the menu is easy, and it's all instant. Whereas if you're streaming, especially when it comes to sport, there is a, maybe a 1 or 2, maybe even sometimes 10-second delay. And especially if you've got the sport on your phone, you'll probably see that there was a goal scored before you actually watch it on the stream. So that is the downside of it. But as Sky Q, look, it's you get what you're given, right? Everybody knows the menu. Everybody, the colors, everything you want is there. as you know, with Sky Stream, you get all those kind of straight off the bat, you get these kind of things. What is up? And if you've got your apps connected, it'll also do all this as well on Sky Q. I think, me personally, when it comes to the menu, if I was to pick a clear winner on the menu system, Sky Stream, I think, does a better menu. And it certainly does a better remote control. That's for sure. So that's my view on Sky Q. Look, it works, it's instant. If you're someone that's sitting there watching live TV all the time and you just want to go click home, TV guide, straight to there, and you are clicking and you are in it like that, it's quick and easy. Whereas if you're running it from the apps like the ITV app or you're running it for the BBC iPlayer, you do have to wait a few seconds for the thing to click, load up, and run. Now, you don't get those when it comes to Now TV. So with Now TV, you get profiles, of course. You can create profiles. I don't know how many profiles you can create, but you can certainly create profiles. Now, the other thing about Now TV, which I don't know if you're aware of or not, it is cheaper. I will put the prices down in the description, but obviously with Now TV, you get it across all your devices. Now, I know you get Sky Go across devices as well. So that's the bit where we get a little bit confused. I don't quite know what they're doing or why they do the way they do, but with Now TV, you get, and I can't believe that the Sky still do this. You get you pay for your HD. I mean, every TV now is HD. Why would you pay to have HD? Who would want SD quality anymore? I don't get it. Most people now would want at least the minimum HD. That should be given to you as a tenfold. You should not be paying for that. I'm really sorry, but you shouldn't. Now TV, what you get with Now TV, and the thing I like about it is you get an entertainment package, you get the movies package, and you get a sports package. Now, if you didn't want to sign up to the sports package, you can sign up to what they call like a day subscription, which is about £14. I think £14 and $14 or whatever you want to. I'm not sure if you get it over in Europe, but you get it for £14. And that will give you a whole day of Sky Sports. So you can watch whatever you want all day long for that subscription. So if your favourite team or your favourite rugby team or whatever it is you want to watch, you can just pay for that one subscription on that day and then not worry about it. Now, some people say £14 is a lot of money. It is, I suppose, especially if you're just watching one game, but it depends on how much you class sport as an important factor of your life. Now, I do kind of like the menu of Now TV. And what you get with it, if I just scroll to the left, we've got streaming. Let me just have a look at the homepage and come down. We've got Now What's Trending. We've got Love Actually. All the films are there because I sign up to the films. Now, a little hot tip. Once you've done your free trial, if you go to cancel the movies, entertainment, HD package, sports, anything like that, and it says, and I think Sky Go, not Sky Go, but Sky says, are you sure? And you say yes. And it says, absolutely sure? You say yes. It says, one last thing, how about a nice deal for 6 months at £3.99 instead of the £9.99 or whatever it might be? So just keep that in mind. Now, they don't do it all the time, but they do. So every time you go to cancel, they do try and offer you a deal. And always just keep logging into your account every so often, the actual main account, because they do offer some really good deals. There's one at the moment, which I'll link in the description below, where they are offering, I think instead of £9.99, excuse me, it's £4.99. So look, everything you need here on Now TV. So they show you everything you want, continue watching, Sky Sports, top TV shows. And this, remember guys, this is not just on your TV, this is on your iPad, your iPhone, your Android, your Samsung tablet, your laptop. You can log into this anywhere. And I guess, you know, you can do the same with Sky Go if you've got the Sky Q. But the difference is with this over Sky Stream and Sky Q is you don't need a box because the app comes pre-installed on the TV. So there's no extra boxes, connections or anything else. It's good picture quality, it's good for what I need, good sound quality and everything you need. And there's tons of stuff you can watch. What you don't get What you do not get on this is if we scroll down and go to TV shows, I think actually let's go down to live TV. It's always at the bottom. I don't know why it's always at the bottom, but if we go to live TV, you will see that on live TV, we only get Sky channels, okay? Whereas with Sky Stream and with Sky Q, you get BBC, ITV, Channel 4, Sky Gold, blah, blah, blah. You know, the stuff that Sky don't have. Come on, go back. So you've got all these, and it will tell you what's next. You've got all these channels here, but you'll see that they are all Sky channels. You won't get any of the channels that you want, like the terrestrial channels. So you have to have either the app or Freeview or something like that. But like if we click on there, like we've got Sky Cinema, you can see the picture quality. We click again, we're straight in. There it is there. It's nice and quick. It's a good, you know, I think it's a good picture. It does what it needs to do on the tin. Equally, you can do that across your iPad. Equally, you can do across your iPhone or your Android devices. It just works. And of course, you don't have any big cables. You can actually rewind the TV. We can pause the TV. It does all that lovely stuff. And of course, everything's on the Sky servers. What you can't do is record on it. So it is what it is. There's also Hayu, which is on there as well. If you go to the sports, let me just have a look there. So you can add a membership, or like I said before, you can buy a daily membership, and that will give you your day of the sports. We've got the TV shows as well. Everything you need there on the TV show side of things, everything Sky do, and they do actually do some really good TV shows. Sky, you know, I'll take my hat off to them. I'm not going to slag them off. I think they are good in what they do. I just don't get the direction of some of the stuff that they're doing. And also we've got movies. The movies are really good. So you can either watch what's happening live on Sky TV as we speak, or you can just go into the library and watch whatever you want. And there's plenty there. There's loads there, and they refresh this all the time. And like I say, if you go to cancel the subscription, go right through to the very end, you know, really be ballsy about it. They will pretty much offer you a really good deal to continue with the subscription. That's kind of why I'm a TV fan to a degree. I choose that over Sky Q. And the reason I choose that over Sky Q is because I don't want that box sitting there. I don't want that box sitting there. So that's the reason why I choose Now TV over Sky Stream, over Sky Q. And of course as well, I just have that TV on the wall right now, no cable showing. If I click the home button, there I am back to my TV. It shows you that Now's playing there, and I have all these amazing apps here as well. Now, I have got Google TV coming as well. I've got BBC, I've got ITV, and I will look at Google TV as well. But again, Google TV, like Apple TV, like Sky Stream, like Roku, stuff like that, will come with that extra box. So you must have extra plug, extra HDMI socket, extra box. My goal is to be minimalistic. I want to get rid of all those cables. Look, I'm just doing these reviews for you guys, you know, because I try and give you what makes my life easier, why I prefer to do what I prefer to do. And that really is, you know, I just want to show you that, you know, with the times that are so tight with money at the moment, you know, and Sky and the multi-room, you got the big dish, you know, remember as well when you got the big dish, if weather's not great now, it's very minimal these days. You know, haven't noticed that for a long time, but if weather's really poor, it can cut the Sky feed, you can lose that. But again, I suppose if you're doing it on the stream, you're very reliant on the broadband. Now, I don't have many outages on the broadband. I can also connect to 5G if I wanted to as a backup. But there's always that single point of failure. But what I am looking for is to be able to relax, watch good quality TV with good quality sound without gadgets floating all around the house. I need to connect to it to do that, and just still have that quality, you know, just having that single lovely Samsung screen sitting on the wall, and have access with one remote control to do everything. You know, you can get your surround sound. The TV connects to your surround sound, whether you're Sonos or you've got a sound bar. You know, you can make it all home cinema. You don't need all these extra boxes. That's my point. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you found it useful. I would really love to hear, because I get such a mixture bag of comments from you guys. I really do. You really do like make me think, okay, yeah, I didn't look at it from that angle. I didn't. So it'd be good to hear your feedback on it. This, for me, this minimal setup is perfect. And that minimal setup could be in my TV in my bedroom. It can also be on the fly when I go away on my iPad, because you can download stuff as well on your iPad. The only thing I kind of get a little bit, you know, blah, is you've got the Now TV, but you also have Sky Go. Sky Go gives you a menu that's very much like Sky Q, and gives you the ITV and everything else, but you get the apps for free, which you can watch anyway. You just, I don't know. I don't know. I guess what Sky do with Sky Go is make it like Sky Q on the go, hence Sky Go, and make it really easy to watch the channels that you want to watch. So it's convenience, I think, more than anything, whereas Now TV is purely Sky, doesn't include those free channels. But I very rarely watch those. Very rarely. I don't think I even watch the BBC anymore. ITV, I think I've watched I'm a Celeb, Get Me Out of Here with Anton Deck. Maybe. I haven't watched all of that. I've just kind of caught up with it a little bit. I haven't really watched that. There's nothing really that I can honestly tell you right now that I will have to be at home to watch live TV to catch that, because it's on the servers and you can catch up whenever you want and watch it whenever you want. And that is the key. I've rambled on way too long for you guys, and I'm probably bored you shitless. So thank you so much for watching. Please, there's a lot of people you just watching my videos because I know it just comes up, but it's very free and it's very easy to do. And my God, does it help me as a YouTuber to keep doing this and bring better content to you, is to hit that subscribe button. It's literally just down below. Please, please, please just hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button as well, the thumbs up, and please hit the notification bell. And of course, share this with people. Feel free to share this with people. I don't know if I'm giving you the good information or the bad information. I don't know if you agree with me in what I'm saying, but what I am doing in these tough times is trying to show you that you don't need to be buying the 150, 60 pounds Apple TVs, the 100-pound Google TVs. You don't be needing to buy all that when you can now buy a TV. It's such, I mean, don't forget as well, this was a mid-range TV that does that amazing picture, amazing sound, and delivers all this quality. Do you need much more than that? Unless you're a hermit sitting in there, you need whatever. But thanks very much, guys. Until the next time, take care.